Hello, and welcome back to The Good, the Bad, and the Poorly Written. If you're new here, my name's Luke. I'm a writer, director, and film editor. And in this series, we're taking a look at my first feature screenplay and trying to make it a bit better. The script, Crime at 6,200 Feet, is a neo-noir about a ski bum living in South Lake Tahoe who attempts to investigate a crime. I wrote it when I was a ski bum living in South Lake Tahoe. Last time, we started a very long scene where Sam, the protagonist, met up with Jenny, our femme fatale, to ask some questions about the break-in at Charlie's. In today's episode, we're continuing with that original sequence as they get further from questioning and more into a date. The original has some pretty serious cringe and a lot of overwriting, so the goal today will be simplifying, decluttering, and, de-cringing it. All right. Let's get into it. They take seats at the bar, and a husky bartender with a clean shave, earrings, and hair swept back comes over to them.
IDs.
Sam and Jenny comply. The bartender examines them briefly, then sets them on the bar.
Thanks.
Both Sam and Jenny quickly grab each other's IDs.
Oh my god, you look like an axe murderer. Is that mustache real?
Sure is. Lucille?
Jenny, leaning close to him.
I like coming here.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Sam raised an eyebrow towards the fake ID. Jenny, winking.
Well, old enough for most things.
Sam grips the bar like he's trying to squeeze juice out of it.
What can I get you?
Sam looks at Jenny.
I'll have a Midori sour.
Whiskey sour, please.
In 2 seconds, the bartender finishes their drinks.
$2.
I got it.
Taking $4 out of his pocket, he hands it to the barkeep.
Thanks.
Ooh, big spender.
She turns towards him and scoots towards the edge of her bar stool. She brings one of her feet up on her bar stool, and in doing so, raises her thigh between Sam's. She turns slightly so that her leg is resting on his.
Well, the lucrative life of a pizza cook.
Is that what you do?
It's how I pay for what I do.
And what's that?
I thought I was going to ask the questions.
It's called small talk. It's part of their human flirtation ritual.
All right, that.
What? Do you have a bub?
No, but don't you, Brent?
Jenny's composure breaks, but just for a moment. She starts to withdraw her leg, but then stops. She finishes her drink in one long drink.
We were together a long time ago. I want a shot. Let's do shots.
So where you at? Charlie's house about a week ago?
Is vodka okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Jenny signals the bartender, orders, and turns back to Sam. All right, I'm going to pause it here because this is a pretty long scene. And so far, I don't actually hate it. Some of the action blocks are a little overwritten, but the thing that really bothers me is the order of the dialogue. They give the bartender their IDs. He looks at them, hands them back. Sam and Jenny talk about her ID being fake. They order drinks. So where was the bartender when they discussed Jenny's ID being fake? Presumably he was right in front of them, which undercuts the whole, "Shh, I like coming here" line. It's a pretty easy fix, so let's check it out now. They head towards 2 empty stools and take seats at the downstairs bar. A husky bartender, 30s, slicked hair, comes over to them.
IDs.
Sam and Jenny hand over their IDs, which the bartender examines briefly before setting them back on the bar.
What can I get you?
I'll have a Midori sour.
Old-fashioned, please.
The bartender turns and begins to make their drinks. Sam and Jenny reach for each other's IDs.
Oh my god, you look like an axe murderer. Is that mustache real?
Sure is. Lucille.
Shh. I like coming here.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Sam raises a skeptical eyebrow as they take their IDs.
Well, old enough for most things.
Before Sam can fall off his stool, the bartender returns.
$4.
I got it.
Taking $6 out of his pocket, he hands it to the barkeep.
Ooh, big spender.
She grabs her drink and turns towards Sam, pressing her leg against his.
Well, the lucrative life of a pizza cook.
Is that what you do?
That's how I pay for what I do.
And what's that?
Hey, I thought I was going to be asking the questions.
It's called small talk. It's part of the human flirtation ritual.
All right, that.
What? Are you seeing someone?
No, but aren't you, Brent?
Jenny's smile breaks and she turns away from Sam and back to the bar. She finishes her cocktail in one long drink.
It's complicated. I want a shot. Let's do shots.
So were you at Charlie's house about a week ago?
Is vodka okay with you?
Yeah, sure.
Jenny signals the bartender. So in the original, Jenny's movement was very thoroughly written out. But why? It's not like she was Ethan Hunt descending into a vault or something. She's a young woman flirting with a young man. The important part is just that she initiates the physical contact. Then later, when her composure breaks, it's a perfect opportunity for her to turn away from Sam. She's withdrawing both physically and emotionally. Let's keep going with more of the original. Jenny signals the bartender, orders, and turns back to Sam.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Sam, a little frustrated.
Charlie's, were you there?
Jenny, putting a hand on Sam's thigh.
A house party about a week ago. I only to a couple of them. Remind me which it was.
Sam realizes he doesn't know about any other party. Thinking quickly, he bullshits.
The one without the keg.
All right, I remember that place. Ping pong table, drug dealers.
Sam nods in affirmation.
$2.
Jenny reaches into her pocket and pulls out a wad of crumpled bills. From there, she selects the appropriate amount and hands them to the bartender. She hands one glass to Sam and raises the other.
To crying.
They clink the glasses together and down the liquor. Sam coughs from the vodka, but Jenny appears to be unfazed.
Finish your tough guy drink. I want another round.
Sam looks at her with raised brow and finishes his drink. Cut to montage. Sam and Jenny are drinking and laughing at the bar. Several more rounds are ordered. Mixed drinks and shots. Cut to right off the jump. When Jenny orders, it should be dialogue, not a line written into an action block. The next thing that bumps for me is Jenny's line, I remember that place, the one with the ping pong table. Because while the ping pong table is a really nice detail, it wasn't in the original description of Charlie's place. So let's go back and add it in. Charlie walks past a ping pong table cluttered with used dishes and takeout containers to a well-worn bedroom dresser set to the side of the room. And on to the revised. Jenny signals the bartender.
2 vodka shots.
The bartender nods yes, and she turns back to Sam and puts a hand on his thigh.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Charlie's, were you there?
A house party about a week ago. I went to a few. Remind me which one?
Thinking quick, Sam bull.
The one without the cake.
Oh, right. I remember that place. Ping pong table, drug dealer's place.
Sam nods in affirmation.
$4.
Jenny pulls out a wad of crumpled bills. Weeding through them, she selects the correct amount and pushes the pile to the bartender. She hands one shot to Sam. They cheers and drink.
Finish your old man drink. I want another. I don't want to hear about your investigation.
Quick cuts. New drinks are served. More shots are taken. Another round of shots arrives. Cut to, mostly I was just cleaning this up. I thought Old Fashioned was a fine kind of film noir-y drink, so I decided to keep Sam drinking that throughout the night. I also thought we needed an ask from Jenny to hear about the investigation. In the original, it just went from the montage straight to Sam discussing the investigation, and it felt a little forced. All right, let's read the last part of the original. Interior, lakeside, later that night. Sam and Jenny are still at the bar. The bar has thinned out a little since earlier in the night. Sam is telling Jenny about his investigation. She listens to him with rapt attention, leaning on her elbow.
So, that is all I know.
And you've copped it, everyone?
Except for you, Brett, and Jose. Well, I guess I'd talk to you now.
And what do you think?
I don't know. Nobody seems to have a motive. I mean, besides the obvious, drugs and lie. It seems like everyone can and does buy drugs, so why skew them?
What about Jose? I don't think he works anywhere.
Who does he live with?
I don't know. Other Mexicans? I mean, they're all poor. Most of them either live in trailer parks or back in the Bijou ghetto.
I guess I should check that out. Oh, do you know where I could find Brent?
He works at the blank room. It is the lounge at the top of blank.
Sam flips his book open and writes that quickly. He starts to close it, then stops.
Can I have your number?
Jenny, smiling.
You want to call me something?
Yeah.
I have a better idea.
As she gets up, she grabs his hand and heads towards the door. Sam takes one last swallow from his drink and follows after her. They leave the casino and walk into the parking lot. Jenny leads him in between several cars. Abruptly, she stops and presses Sam up against the side of an SUV. Her right arm reaches into his jacket and around his side, while her left reaches up to the back of his neck. She pulls his face towards hers, and they kiss. I have a few issues with this section, but my biggest is with Jenny leading Sam outside for the makeout. The action block is too long. There's one or maybe two additional scenes hidden in there, and it's just overwritten and cringy. Furthermore, on a practical story level, there's no real reason for them to go outside. They've been sitting there drinking all night, so any inhibitions they had would have been gone. There's no reason to go outside. They could just make out right there. Anywho, here's the revised. Interior, downstairs bar, later. Sam and Jenny are still at the bar. The crowd has thinned out since earlier. Leaning on her elbow, Jenny listens to Sam with rapt attention.
Oh, that's all I know.
Do you talk to everyone?
Except for you and Brent and Jose. Well, I guess I talk to you now.
And what do you think?
I don't know. Nobody seems to have a motive. I mean, Charlie's kind of a goosh, but does that mean he'd rip off a friend just for a small amount of drugs and money?
If it's money, I heard Jose is always short.
Why do you say that?
It's just that he lives with like 6 other dudes in the Bijou ghetto. You know, that neighborhood behind Safeway.
Right. I guess I should check that out. Do you know where I could find bread?
He works at the Alpenglow room, that's the lounge at the top of Caesar's.
Sam flips his book open and writes a note. He starts to close it, then stops.
Hey, can I call you something?
You gonna have more questions?
Actually, I wanted to ask you out.
I have a better idea.
She leans in and kisses Sam, surprising him, but only momentarily as he wraps his arms around her. Fade to black. So it's shorter and hopefully less cringy? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. And with that, we've wrapped this episode. Next time, we'll be following Sam as he follows up on Jenny's clue and goes on his first stakeout. Until then, be good and write well.